Hey team, it's Charlie, and S.H.I.E.L.D. just came back for Season 2, so this is going to be my top 10 from the premiere. Thanks to everyone that tweeted at me during the broadcast. I'm going to try and live tweet as many shows as possible this season, but I can usually only do it for one show per night. Since this is the first episode of the season, I'm going to make some Marvel-related announcements and stuff about the schedule at the end of the video. Okay, here we go. So careful for spoilers from the episode if you haven't seen it yet. I'll wait just a sec. Okay, ready? Here we go. Number 10, Hayley Atwell and the Howling Commandos. The Agent Carter flashback was all about bookending that mystery object plot. That's going to be the first major plot that will cover this half of the season, if not the entire season. The other, less obvious reason for the flashback was to promo the Agent Carter TV series that's premiering in January. That show's going to air when S.H.I.E.L.D. goes on break. There's only 4 episodes that have been planned so far, but since it's airing in S.H.I.E.L.D.'s time slot when S.H.I.E.L.D. goes away on Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock, if Agent Carter gets picked up for a full season, it's possible they'll reschedule it to another night so they can run both shows at the same time. Until we hear otherwise though, Agent Carter in January. I will definitely be doing videos for it, but it's a long ways away. And yes, Hayley Atwell will be doing all the episodes. Dominique West is coming back to play Howard Stark, and they just cast the real-life human version of Jarvis, like the man that inspired Tony Stark's artificial intelligence. Number 9, Skye is a full-time agent now. This is going to be both very cool and very funny at the same time. Skye is still totally the rookie, but she gets to be a part of the action in a way she wasn't in Season 1. She gets to play with all the toys now, basically. Toys that are supposed to help her decode that Kree language. Yes, it did look like code, but there was that blue alien in that Hydra box. It had the same type of symbol branded on it. I was actually asking people on Twitter during the episode whether they thought Kree or Inhumans, and Kree seems to be the leading theory right now. So for now, let's just say Kree until we get some better information. That whole thing is going to be the second major running plot, the Kree code. So we're up to 2 now, the 084 device and the Kree symbols. I'm guessing that they're probably related. On to number 8, Fitz is going absolutely crazy. It took us till the end of the episode to see what was going on, but he had been hallucinating Ward the whole time. In the beginning, she wasn't there. It was just him talking to himself. In case you forgot, what happened in the finale last year was his brain was injured whenever Ward dropped them into the ocean. As a result, he's just not able to function normally right now. I think a couple things could happen with this. Either he'll do something totally crazy to try and fix himself, like take some of the mystery Kree blood or whatever Coulson and Skye took in Tahiti, or some other miracle fix. Somehow he will be made whole by the end of the season, but he's going to have to change for that to happen. I'm not expecting him to get like crazy cybernetic implants. I think it'll be more of a personality change, but I'm really looking forward to watching that unfold. Number 7, the playground is the new headquarters. This whole place is going to be like their big standing set this season, so they don't have to spend all the time on the bus. It's just a way for them to keep things fresh. I really dig the old school analog look of The Office, and I love that it allows Patton Oswalt to be in more episodes. Which leads me to number 6, Patton Oswalt just being awesome. I don't think he's going to be in all the episodes of the season, but he will be in the episodes that take place at the playground. He was a ton of fun tonight. I really like that they let his character be part of the action. In real life, Patton Oswalt is like one of those rare people that's really quick and has a vast knowledge of Marvel canon, so it's much easier for him to exist as an actor in these types of situations, in these types of stories, that is. Most people only know him as a comedian, but he's actually been a screenwriter in Hollywood for a long time. Like, he's been a really good writer. He goes in and makes movies funnier, basically, when movies aren't funny enough. They call it punch up, but people do it all the time. Like when they film a movie and they just feel like it falls flat, they bring in people to fix it, and Patton Oswalt is one of those people. That actually kind of makes me wonder if he's done or he will do any writing on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It seems natural that he would do that because he's written comic books for Marvel. On to number 5, Crusher Creel, aka Absorbing Man. I believe that he's going to be in the first 2 episodes, at least. I feel like there are way too many opportunities for them to have fun with this character to get rid of him forever. It is the Marvelverse. I guess no one ever truly dies. There is no true death in the Marvel Universe. I really like that they did not let him talk, or at least talk a lot. 1, he's more threatening that way, and 2, it gives them the opportunity to make him more sympathetic later. We don't really know anything about him other than what Coulson's dossier said. Clearly he's working for Kraken, so it's possible he's in a Deathlock type situation where Kraken is forcing him to help. As for his powers, they might use an Inhumans route to explain them on the show, but his origin story in the comics is pretty funny. He was actually created inside the Thor comics. Loki gave him a special potion and tried to turn him into a weapon to use against Thor, but Thor used those powers against him, So I'm interested to see if on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Team Coulson learns to use Absorbing Man's powers against him, like getting him to absorb something that would completely immobilize him. The one really awesome comic book nerd moment that I saw was that moment at the end where he basically turns his hand into rubber to pick up the device. I feel like that's comic book nerd logic at its finest. On to number 4, Ward is on ice and informing on Hydra. I think a couple of things are going on with his story. 1, he's trying to get out just because he hates the cell. 2, he still has feelings for Skye. And 3, he wants to hurt someone just as a way to deal with his problems. So why not hurt Hydra? Clearly he's been trying to hurt himself in his escape attempts. Right now though, it's pretty clear he's not really loyal to anyone. Like he's trying to earn back Team Coulson's trust, but it doesn't seem very genuine. And obviously he hates Hydra enough to inform on them, so he doesn't care about them either. I totally love the Ward Skye scenes though. They're going to be a lot of fun this season. They had this weird Hannibal Lecter thing going on in the scene. I did think the creepy way he was talking was a little bit too much, but whenever they're together, all I can think about is this meta Skyward ship narrative. Like there's the actual text of the scene, like trying to get the information about Hydra. You almost don't pay attention to that. It's all about the subtext with them. I feel like he's going to stay in that cell till 1, someone breaks him out, which I'm not sure is going to happen. 2, they let him out, which I actually think is more likely. Or 3, he escapes. I don't think that's going to happen either. I think he'll be back on the team eventually. Brett Dalton is going to continue to be a main cast member, so there's only a few things they can do with that character that will allow them to feature him in all the episodes. And I don't see him going all bad, which means that he has to rejoin the team at some point. So my early prediction is that by the end of the season, he will have mostly redeemed himself to Team Coulson, even though they probably still won't fully trust him. Paving the way in season 3 for a renewed Skyward ship for all you Skyward shippers out there. But on to number 3, Lucy Lawless, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's hard to tell right now what they're intending to do with her character. They wouldn't have cast such a notable person to make her a simple red shirt. This is what I think is going on. The Kree device will do something to change her, but because of the car crash and cutting her hand off, she'll be stuck in a coma for several episodes. Then they might bring her back for like a mid-season finale reveal with special powers or like a cybernetic limb, like something from Stark Industries. It would totally be awesome to see her come back with an Iron Man hand. It just feels like they were very clearly setting up a big plot with her character for like a big reveal, and we just haven't seen the reveal part yet. We've only seen the setup. So for now, just keep your eyes peeled on her. Isabel Hartley is not someone from the comics, so I'm thinking what they did is just give her a random name to throw us off the scent, and then they'll turn her into someone from the comics later. But on to number 2, Hydra is still everywhere. Pay very close attention to this map of Hydra cells. Those aren't just people, those are bases full of people. This is the backdoor teaser for Avengers 2 Age of Ultron. Very important. During that movie, they're basically going to be dealing with all those, the Avengers are, all those different cells. The reason Tony Stark creates Ultron is because there's too many of them. There's too many Hydra agents all over the world to deal with. Thus, he pulls an old military peacekeeping program out of mothballs, upgrades it, puts it into the body of one of his modified Iron Man suits. That's where Ultron comes from in Avengers 2. That's how he's born. But he was basically created to deal with all these Hydra dots on the map. And because he's a robot, he doesn't get tired like regular Avengers get tired. Of course, that's when things start to go south and he tries to eradicate the entire human race. I mean, you know how it goes with Rogue AI. And my number 1 moment from the episode, intro Kraken, new big bad of the season, played by Reed Diamond. You might remember him from Joss Whedon's Much Ado About Nothing. He was also on Dollhouse. He's a longtime Whedonverse veteran. So the character started out as a Hydra agent, but in present day, he's also going to take on the persona of Kraken from the comic books. Daniel Whitehall is the character's name. He gets special armor with this really trippy helmet that has this will of its own. It's like this really trippy Iron Man type suit, but it's very alien in its origin. He is very much the big bad of the season, and introducing him in the first episode, the first moments of the first episode even, was one of the best things I think they could have done. It's just a lot easier for people to follow the show when they know who the villain is. So we got to see Bill Paxton put on that crazy centipede armor last year in the finale, so I'm totally betting that we're going to get to see Dr. Whitehall put the Kraken armor on this season. Now it's your turn though. Let me know in the comments what was your favorite moment and what do you think of the main villain so far. Overall, I thought the episode was a solid A as far as premieres go. I feel like this is the type of episode everyone was expecting, given the amazingness of the last half of season 1. They established a clear villain for us to root against in the first moments of the episode, introduced us to 3 major plots that are going to run across the entire season, and all the new character arcs. And I'm totally happy with the challenges that they're giving to the characters. It's very Wizard of Oz like. Fitz has to fix his brain. Skye and Ward are like the Tin Men. They have to fix their hearts. Coulson has to deal with Hydra and Kraken. And then there's this shadow of Kree code all around them in this Kree device that seems to burn people at the touch. It's going to be a really fun season. I'm actually wondering if they're going to try and link this to what they did in Guardians of the Galaxy, whereby Peter Quill was only able to hold on to the power gem because he had, some alien DNA in him. So maybe Skye will be able to touch this Kree 084 device. That's just something to think about as we move through the episodes this year. So a couple announcements. Since Arrow's not back yet, I will totally do a Q&A tomorrow morning for this, so leave all your questions. If you're just finding me for the first time and you really like talking about Marvel, be sure to subscribe to join the team. We would love to have you. We meet every Tuesday night. In 2 weeks, whenever Arrow and The Flash do start airing, because The Flash is also on Tuesday nights but airs before S.H.I.E.L.D., what I'm going to start doing is posting my S.H.I.E.L.D. reviews like really late at night. Like it'll take me a little while to get them out, so they probably won't post till midnight. So just an early warning, my S.H.I.E.L.D. reviews will post later at night, starting with episode 3. Right now though, you can click here to get the Q&A. I'll add the annotation as soon as I post it tomorrow. And you can click here for my top 10 moments from the Gotham premiere. It was also a lot of fun. That's going to be a Monday night show. Thank you so much for watching. Now let's high five, and we'll all meet back up tomorrow for round 2.